I'm sure a couple others would get on. So we are live. Get my
Let me find it on my phone. What's up,
yeah,
everybody?
doing the same thing. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to new name RC Conference Live, formerly Let's Talk RC. Welcome to. There we go. So we have Sean's RC Adventure here on the panel with us currently. And hopefully everybody's had a great Saturday. I've had a phenomenal Saturday, actually. Didn't do any RC stuff, but went and did some pew pew stuff.
That was what stuff?
Pew pew.
What is that?
Guns.
Oh, pew pew.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is pew pew?
Yeah. So actually, my son, Kurt's RC, welcome. My son actually shot his first pistol today, just a 22. Brian Taff, welcome. Paul Pittman, welcome. Tonight will be a open panel. We can have up to 6 people on. I'm going to share the link, so if anybody wants to jump on, you are welcome to do so. Hold on just a second.
I know I done a live last night. It was like freaking 2:00 in the morning. Jeremy Hicks, Paul, what's up, guys? What's up? Brian, Kurtz. Everybody, looks like it's my show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. So, as Biker Boy would say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And then away we go. So, what's everybody been up to? Hope everybody's been having a bit of fun. I wish I could have stayed up for that. What up, everyone? Kurt, it actually, I ended up near enough a 2-hour stream, and then I ended up talking to Jack till like 4:00 this morning. So it was like, I left. We left the after hour show about 4 a.m. and then I had to get up again at 7 a.m. for a football game. So
sorry, my son just fell getting out of the shower.
No worries. Mr. Green Frog in the house, welcome.
Kagan, welcome.
Kevin Gibbs, welcome.
Yep. So Brian, welcome. So I'll start off with, you may have noticed we changed the name on the Saturday night live stream to RC Conference Live. And big reason in that is that the other name, Let's Talk RC, had been being used by another podcast for some time, and actually used a couple of different people. So I want to thank Kagan, Green Frog RC. He actually helped notice that. So thank you. And he also came up with our logo for the RC Conference Live. So appreciate it, Kagan, very much. So name going from forward is RC Conference Live. Actually, be working on some stickers if anybody gets interested. Dennis, welcome.
What's going on, guys?
CSL, welcome. Shade Tree, welcome. Yeah, Keegan's great at the. Keegan's actually who done my he done my sticker channel. So my sticker for my channel, the logo, and he also done the Tank RCs.
Yeah, I knew he did tanks. I knew about that. I didn't know about yours.
That lady of mine lying around. Let me see.
Yeah, so he did a good job.
Yeah, 2 seconds. I'll show you. I only have the small scale ones. Or actually, here's one of the bigger ones. So this is what he designed mine as well.
Nice. Yeah.
Like, because everybody knows, obviously, I like Land Rovers.
Yes.
Like so.
So yeah, our name going forward will be RC Conference Live. I don't think Gabe's going to make it tonight. He might get into the chat for a little bit, but something come up. So, we are planning. I know next weekend is a holiday weekend, so I know some people go out of town and do different things. So it would normally be what we would do. What is it? Show and tell with another RC channel. So we've opted not to do that in case people are going out of town, but we are going to have trivia. Gabe is working on some harder trivia questions.
Nice. Like what is it, like old trivia, new trivia? Like
I specifically, I do not know that currently.
No one gave is like, I don't know, probably Tamiya, Kyosho, everything. RC Conference Live will be wearing slacks and ties and formal. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So, but we will have trivia next week, and with that, we actually plan to give away something for trivia at the end. There'll be a couple questions towards the end of the live stream that will count, probably 1 to 2 questions, and we're going to give away a goodie bag, so to speak.
Yeah.
Make it fun.
Goodie bag.
Yes. Welcome, KB.
Well, you know, one person will not be winning the goodie bag. That's probably me. Because them trivia things is like just make sure AC Froggy is more around, because AC Froggy is like lightning quick answers.
Yeah, he's good stuff.
I think I did hear something from Gabe that we might even have some sounds to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so there might even be some sounds, and it will be RC related.
Guess that car, huh? This RC trivia will be different from the first trivia we had. It will be RC in general, but totally new questions.
Yeah, AZ Froggy's banned from the trivia.
Yeah, AC Froggy.
So if anybody,
yeah, even Keegan said my money's on Brent as well.
Yeah, but that is the new logo. FYI, everybody, that Green Frog came up with for us.
Seen that this
pretty cool.
Yeah. So that is our new logo going forward. Leave that up for a little bit. Yeah, I know Gabe decided to work a little extra hard, I think, on some of these questions. I haven't seen them yet, but I know he was planning to up his game.
Yeah, but he's got like all these old school Tamiyas and Kyoshos and stuff that us guys say. Next question.
Lauren Jurgens, welcome.
Lauren, welcome in.
Sweet tarts, Paul, in your goodie bag. I might be able to make that happen.
Yeah. Nice crowd in tonight. 14 in the chat. Good.
I like me some sweet tarts, by the way.
Yeah. I done a live last night. It was like just random out of the 1 o'clock. I think it was 1:30 in the morning. I actually started it. It was like freaking. I didn't think there'd be anybody up, but I was actually shocked when people come in.
Wow. Yeah, I saw it this morning. I was driving to the gun range and checked, and I saw that it was like it showed that you'd done one. I'm like, he did one yesterday, like last night. That's weird.
I know. I was just sitting around random. I was working on some stuff, working on something. I never even done an unboxing for something. I should have done an unboxing on it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And something that's like.
I know. I heard my phone go off in the middle of the night. I was like, "Who the hell is texting me now?"
Yeah. That's it.
And then I seen it. I was like, "There's no way I'm going back to sleep." Sean, close your eyes.
Yeah, because even AC Froggies even texted me and was like, "You're up late." Like serious. I was like, "Yeah." I was putting a nice vehicle together, so I was just something.
Nice. So I know Gabe had a question for for everybody for tonight, and that is what kind of batteries do you use in your remotes? Do you use rechargeable batteries? Just off the,
In my
Yeah.
remotes, I'm telling you, this is the best battery you'll ever get for your remote.
let's
When you see the size of this thing, this is like, look at all the size of that. Look at that.
It's pretty small.
Yeah, but look, it's actually a 2S30C discharge on that thing.
It looks like a thumb drive. It's so small.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does actually.
And it fits every controller. It fits perfect. Like, just goes straight in, closes the lid. It's like a 2S. Yeah, so it's a 2S30C discharge,
Nice.
and this thing
He's got you sp-
it runs. Let me see if I have something. What can I compare it to?
He's got you spotlighted. and I still can't
Everybody
read the
knows
damn
what the
number.
so everybody knows the bullhorns from Axial.
Yep.
Yeah? So here's the size of the battery compared
Oh
to the
wow.
bullhorn.
It's half the size.
Yeah.
Daggum.
I'm good. I'd probably leave it in my pocket and go through the wash with it.
Right.
So that battery for your, like, let me see if I can get that to focus again. And it's a 300 milliamp battery, and it's only like it's like $10, $12 or something.
Wow.
How much life do you get out of it typically?
That I could take that out for a whole day. That'll run my FlySky GT5 for the whole day, like when I'm out.
Nice.
So it will.
Easy
Got
Froggy,
Nitro Free.
welcome. Nitro Free,
Got
welcome.
Nitro Free. Guru RC, AZ.
So I know Gabe said that he uses AA Duracell AA batteries for his. Right now, I only have one remote that actually has well, that's not true. So my GT3C comes with a, rechargeable battery that you don't even remove. You just plug in the back of the remote and charge it.
Yeah.
All my other ones, I basically buy Amazon rechargeable batteries, Amazon basic rechargeables, and I've actually had great success with those. Good life out of them, even for that matter. I don't have to charge them very often.
Yeah.
I've got.
But my big Spectrum remote, I actually use. I have a 3S battery in my big Spectrum remote.
Nice.
So that one, the double channel, when I'm dual crawling, I use that one, like, so.
Brian's
I've
just got a
I've got
1S5000,
Yeah.
and then he uses AA's for most of his other stuff.
Yeah, that little thing. The good thing about that little thing, like, you have no problem putting that inside.
Oh yeah, small as that is, that'll fit anywhere.
Yeah, you don't even have to modify it. Like, some of them, you have to modify the battery tray and everything to get the batteries in. That one, no problem whatsoever. Like,
Yeah, no, I could see that. I mean, that'd be super easy to get anywhere. But yeah, I almost have stock in the Amazon basic batteries at this point.
Yeah. No, I used to use the basic batteries, but then there's nothing worse when you're out in the trail, and the next minute your controller starts going beep 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 beep, and then you've no batteries on you, and you're like, what?
Yeah, well, what I normally do myself, like my GT3C, anytime before the night before a comp or before a big trail day, I always charge it. Usually don't have to. Like, I've used it for weeks without charging it, but I usually before a comp, I charge it. I don't take a chance. And any of my ones that have AA's, I typically will recharge before an event as well. RC Master, welcome. KBC, your post, it's all good. Internet issues come up sometimes. And Gabe says, reason I'm asking about batteries you guys use, I've been told frequently that Energizer batteries are the worst. Then again, to me, a battery is just a battery. Never had issues with Duracell.
Yeah, and it depends which Energizer battery. Like, if you get the Energizer, there's ones I use. There's different. There is one Energizer battery. It really sucks, but the other one, I can't even know. I have them lying around somewhere. They're actually really good and they last a long time. But there is one of the Energizer ones that sucks. Like it'll drain in a heartbeat in your controller.
Yeah, I've
And then
never.
you
I've used the Energizer lithium batteries, and matter of fact, I still got those in my GT2B right now,
Yeah,
and they've been in there
there's one of
for
them.
a year and a half.
Yeah, I tend to when it comes to like over the counter batteries like AA's, I've used them all, and I don't know that I have a preference.
Yeah,
Um,
they're all full of shit. They try and just say, "Hey, my battery." Because what's the funniest thing? Like they come out the next year. This is the best battery ever made. Okay, well the last one you made was the best battery ever made. So it's like make your mind up, like like
that's typically me, AZ. I'm with you on that.
yeah.
Um,
But I'm telling you should definitely look into that little thing. It's like
that's a great suggestion right there. Definitely.
yeah, it's like no problems fitting it in the controllers or anything.
Yeah. Shade Tree RC says he uses Panasonic in loop rechargeables in his RTRs, and some he's had for 2 years. That's good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and I actually have some extra rechargeables. So, like when I went to USTE, I charged all the batteries that in the remotes that I was taking, but I also took extra ones that were charged just in case.
Yeah.
So, but,
hey, Nitro Frank, welcome in.
Nitro Freak says the same thing. Whatever he can get his hands on at the time.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Gonna actually change the plugs in this bad boy. I'm gonna put a.
What's this? Let's see this.
Oh, that's my Mercedes. My AMG.
Okay, nice. And I just noticed your shirt. I have that exact shirt.
Oh, the Johnny Cash shirt.
I am a huge Johnny Cash fan.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna change the adapter on this. And put a XT60 connector on it.
Barbecue Altered RC says copper top. Guru says $15 for Energizer Platinum 24 pack. So,
yeah.
Trying to remember what I let me stop sharing the screen here. Trying to remember what I paid for my Amazon.
I try to remember what the hell I had this ESC for. So I went into my drawers last night and it's like it has two freaking power leads on it.
Huh.
The one ESC. I'm trying to remember why the hell I had the ESC with two power leads.
Interesting.
Yeah.
AZ said he's had bad luck with rechargeable ones on a radio. Had them die in the middle of a race.
Oh, that would suck, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it would. RC Master said, "What? WTH? Sean has an on-road vehicle."
I could. There's a Slash 4x4 too. There's a Slash 4x4, and I'll tell you what, JM, put me up on big screen there a minute.
Okay.
Really quickly.
What he's got.
Really quickly, this is what I was working on last night. I should have unboxed and done an unboxing on. There you go.
Nice.
Like that. So I should have actually done an unboxing, but I didn't. So.
Very nice.
But there's a lot of.
I'm going to take off. I'll get back on in about 15 minutes.
All right, Dennis.
No
Take it
problem.
easy. We'll see you in a little bit.
So I have a few things that are not just crawlers. So
Nice.
he just said Slash is off road.
Off-road,
Well, technically, Slash is off road. Well, it depends what I could do something different with.
Ford and Chevy of batteries is Energizer and Duracell overall. Like I said, to me, a battery is just a battery. I've been using Duracell and never had any issues, so that's my go-to. Understandable. I agree with you. The Ford and Chevy of the batteries, and he also said Super Baja Ray. Nice.
Yeah.
Those things are pretty stout. Like there was that one at USTE that was hitting the big ramp and taking it.
Dude, if you go to RC next Tuesday, go to their video of it when they do it in a skate park. If that doesn't convince anybody to buy one of them things, nothing will ever convince anyone to buy one. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
So it is.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to mute myself for just a second.
Yeah, no worries. I love my SBR. My envelope batteries is so maybe on my live show tomorrow I'll go over that SBR a little bit because I did do a few little things to it already. But I still haven't even opened the instruction book or read the instructions or anything yet. Like so, just one of them. I got it. I didn't bother unboxing it. I should have done an unboxing like, but I'm sure there's 6 million unboxes out there of it. It looks like the show is all mine again, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm going to let Sean take over.
So you still have me on full screen now, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Fix
Yeah.
that.
There we go.
Guru asked, "What are you running in the rear?"
In the rear of the SBR. In the rear of what? Oh. I get so many so much stuff. It could be in the rear of anything. I think he means the SBR.
Yes.
I haven't changed anything with it yet. I haven't done anything because I'm still only setting it up. Like I only got the thing, so.
So you hadn't run it yet?
Nope, I haven't even run it. I haven't put a battery through it or anything yet, even so. So that's what I say. Maybe tomorrow on my own stream, I'll sit down and talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
I've heard the front bearings on the Super Baja have play in them. That's just a heads up. No worries. But it'll probably be like I had my UDR for about 3 runs and then sold it. Right.
Front bearings on the front diff, he said.
No worries. That's something
Brandon, welcome.
Yeah, but that's if it's in my channel long enough. Like, cause even my Slash is like a freaking unicorn on my channel. Everything's about crawling on my channel. Even this thing never get very rare. Maybe once a year, this thing makes an appearance. But I'm gonna actually change it now to put lipo. Jack was actually giving me an idea last night. He was saying I should put drift wheels on it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Not watching the race, Brandon, myself. Actually, I don't have a channel that I can get the race on. So,
what race is that?
The Daytona Under the Lights NASCAR.
Oh, is that on tonight? Is it?
Yeah. If I had a channel on TV, I probably would have been watching, but I don't have cable. I just have internet, basically.
Yeah, it's probably on NBC Sports, is it? I can put it on in the background if you want it.
It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. Good evening, Bruce.
So, AZ said he still has some drift tires on hand.
Sean, I still have some drift tires on hand. Interesting, AC. That could be.
Yeah.
Because I never even thought about putting drift tires on it, and then that's what Jack was saying last night. You should put some drift tires on it and just drift it. Never even thought of that.
I think it's a great idea.
It never makes my channel. I was going to actually just modify it and put 3S in it and see what I could just blow up in it.
Tank, welcome.
Welcome, Tank.
Yeah, I want a drifter eventually one day.
Yeah, probably like one of the Yokomo ones or something like. I'd love to learn to drift two of them. I think enough practice I could drift two of them. You know, so it doesn't matter like when one swings left, swing the other and left just like a split second after it and making the corrections with your thumbs.
Yeah,
I think if I started practicing it, I could drift two of them.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure.
You know? Yeah.
Definitely take some practice, but I'm sure.
Yeah, that's it. Because I was drag racing myself on my crawlers the other day, messing about, lining the crawlers up and drag racing them.
I'm hoping to take my my DR10 out tomorrow and make some test passes. Actually, hopefully.
Yeah.
I was actually anybody watching a big RC drag race this
It's
weekend
on. Is it this weekend in Arizona? Is it?
somewhere.
Yeah, there's a big Kaish Days on this weekend or something there.
Yeah, it was on. It's been streaming on YouTube last like yesterday and today.
Yeah.
I was watching some of it earlier today.
There's crazy money becoming in that street drag cars.
Yeah.
Who won the race, Sean? Do you know what's funny? Green Frog, my alter ego, bloody won. That's when I always go crawling. It's like this hands me my alter ego. So
I think AZ just threw down a challenge for you right there.
I don't know, AC. I think I probably could because it'll be my thumbs just doing the adjustments. Like trust me, if I can drive two trucks together, I can film and talk and do it live at the same time when I'm driving trucks. I think I could have enough concentration to drift too.
Because the way you'd have it set up on the remote is one side of your remote's one car and one side's the other, so you can still make adjustments.
Yeah, that's it.
Individually.
I can adjust individually with each one. Like so.
Crash King, welcome.
Hey, Crash King, Deal, welcome. Yeah, so I think I don't know. I think maybe I should practice at it and see.
Yeah, I think you could do that. I mean, it definitely would take a lot of practice, probably.
Yeah,
But
like I'm not talking about going. I'm not talking about going drifting around a big track or anything. Like, but I'm sure I could learn to slide the two of them together in a parking lot or something. You know?
I'm not saying it'd be easy.
It's all about gearing them the same and gearing them so the two of them's geared the same. That one's not slightly quicker than the other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to see. I mean, just like it's cool to see when I saw you at Stone Mountain driving the two crawlers. I mean, I was like, oh, that's just cool.
No, I get it, AC, but I could like with the thumbstick, you actually have a lot more throttle. I have a lot more throttle control with them than I do when I use a pistol grip. I have way more throttle control.
So on your remote setup on that, so the joystick is not just steering; it's steering and throttle on both joysticks.
Steering and throttle.
Okay, so you basically can adjust for everything. You just got to train your coordination of your two thumbs.
Yeah, that's it. Just a matter of coordinating the two of them. Because you just start them off on 50% or something like that. You just do it, and then just keep upping the speed of it.
Yep.
So AC Froggy, how's about if I can do it within a year, I get your nice green man truck. Do you want to lay down the challenge? With the trailer as well.
I think that challenge just went out the window.
That's it.
But, it'd still be cool to see though.
Yeah. It'll take a year. And if I knew that man truck and that trailer was in it, trust me, I'd be like every waking hour I have. I'll be out there now. So that thing is friggin' sweet. That green truck he has, like.
Yeah. That'd be hey, I you know what? You make that happen and we'll get you that SCX 24 you've been wanting.
Oh yeah, that would make it not want to happen. Not want to happen. I'd be like, what? I'm not doing this.
Yeah. So, anybody did any RCN today?
I was actually out with my bomber today, so
Okay, cool.
I was about ripping that around for a while.
Yeah.
And then I went to a couple of different hobby stores yesterday to buy. I was going to buy the Ecto or the Ecto, whatever you call it,
Yes.
and I couldn't get it in any of the RC stores. That's how I ended up with that bloody Losi. Like, and a huge difference in price as well. Like, so it was like,
Yeah.
no. I can challenge Sean's RC Adventures if he can outcrawl me. If he can outcrawl me, I'll give him a 1.9 race. Up for the challenge, Sean. Totally up for the challenge.
Crash
But
King.
as
thanks
I,
for
but
popping in.
as I told you before, Bicer boy, it's not just a small crawl. It's a 3 to 4 hour crawl, maybe longer, 4 to 5 hour crawl, one battery, one crawl session, and go. Not that's where all your big bruceless power stuff will end up losing because your battery life will run out well before mine. So like the same million. I told you that already before. You know.
Yeah, the only thing RC related I did today is I worked on my DR10, put some different gearing on it, sort of threw the highest gear I could put in it, see what it'll do when I get to test it, hopefully the next day or two. And actually worked a little bit on my RC storage, rearranging some of it.
Yeah.
But besides that, the day I said in the beginning, I went to the gun range with friends and my son, and we did some pew stuff, which was nice.
Nice. Yeah, I know. Box RC, he was live last week from the gun range. He's shooting like AR-15s and stuff live from the gun range.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like freaking. It was live on Facebook or something from the gun range. He was.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brandon recovering from a wedding all day.
Sounds like the challenge is on. Christ King, you definitely couldn't get in that challenge because that freaking TRX4 slash of yours would run out of battery really quick. That thing, man, his TRX4 can actually 12 o'clock. Like the thing has got that much freaking power in it. Like crazy. He can drive it a TRX4 12 o'clock and it's crazy.
Crawl for hours. Let's see who can outcrawl who. If you beat me, my 1.9 Wraith is yours.
No problem, Gabriel. No problem. What rig do you want me to come with? That one's fully set to comp, so I'll come with that one if you want.
New Torque Master Expert. Nice. It's a nice motor to have.
Yeah. I'll tell you though, that's the only motor I use now. That Bruce motor, the only one I use right now. That creepy crawler motor.
Yeah.
A $20 motor. It's freaking great. Like, I almost bought a Necto today. Yeah, well, it was calling me, dude. I went to get a Necto. I went to 3 different hobby stores yesterday to get one, and I couldn't get them. That's how I ended up with the Super Baja, right? Like,
So, Guru, you should buy the Ecto. Definitely should buy it. Absolutely, highly recommend it. So, oh wow, I didn't hear about this.
was it?
Larry Hazelwood and his family, we need to have them in their thoughts and prayers. His son was in a motorcycle accident, is in ICU.
Oh well, I didn't hear about that. Larry, thoughts and prayers are with you, man.
Definitely, that's sad to hear. Hopefully, he can pull through, and that'll be all right.
So if you outcrawl me, Bicer boy, what are you taking home? How's it with the pride to get to say you actually outcrawled me? Yeah, how's with that? The pride to say I'm gonna go with no portal axles as well, Bicer boy. Run straight up, no portals, straight axles.
If you decide to get that you still want to get an Ecto though, Sean, you should reach out to Cody at Dixieland RC.
He has some, does he?
I was told he can get them, and the price is pretty good, is my understanding.
Yeah.
I don't know what the stores are asking for. I think I've heard $400 to $430, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
And
I know they're normally $399 or something like that, $379 or something.
I've heard you can get Cody can get it shipped under $400.
Nice.
If his girlfriend doesn't hold his RC hostage. Actually, you may need to reach out to her and get her to hold it hostage.
Yeah, that's it. She'll know. Gable has to pay the ransom fee first. Yes.
He said he's got plenty of straight axle rigs.
Nice. Let's fly your ass out to the East Coast here, and we're not going on that old desert stuff that you run in, like not Bicep Boy Arena. You know? Although that place is freaking cool, man. He's one of the luckiest dudes. Like, that place, you can bike in it, you can run hard in it, and then you go around the corner and there's like a nice rocky part in it.
Yeah.
Like, the Bicep Boy Arena it's actually a freaking great spot for it. He's got one area he does a lot of videos from when he's doing when he done the Rampage and stuff. It has like a ledge on it.
Yep.
It's freaking pretty cool. Like, you know?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean is scared of the desert. Dude, I totally, 100%. Like, there's snakes, scorpions, all that stinking shit. It's like, you know, I'm gone. Like, I see a spider this size, I'm gone. Never mind seeing a snake and a scorpion.
Well, I'll post the link again if anybody wants to jump on the panel. It's open panel. Anybody can be on if they want to. Plus, Basher Boy Arena has a good smell from Chip Factory, I believe.
Nice. So you get hungry as you're going as well. We're all scared of the desert. Totally. That new RC 4-wheel drive long wheelbase TF2 looks nice. It actually does look nice, doesn't it? Get the Marty McFly body for it then as well. Be nice.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. In the desert, you can't remember your name, like the song says. The AC Froggies and Bicep Boy, they're used to that desert stuff. Like, that's like, no way. Even Kurt's RC, or not Kurt's, Kirby there. He came the other day, like scorpions and this little, oh, look, I got them outside. He's like, is there something wrong with you people? What?
A swimming competition?
Oh, well, then I'm snookered because I can't swim. So I'm snookered. I can swim like a brick. If that helps. Like, you know, it's crazy. I grew up on an island and I can't swim. Like, you know. So, yeah.
So you want that Ecto, huh, Guru? You should want it. It's a great rig. Really a great rig.
Yeah, it's what I really wanted yesterday. I was actually gonna buy a G-Speed chassis and build my own belly dragger yesterday.
Yeah.
I probably should have done that like too. So
AZ, find a scorpion. Let's see one.
That's like, dude, like, what's wrong with these people? They can open their doors and go find scorpions and shit. Like, why do you want to live there? Like, that's just insanity. Like,
we get scorpions in Florida, but RC Gabe says he can't swim either. See who can hold our breath the longest.
That's it. Two of us will be snookered now. Barbecue standing over us with a life ring saying, "Hey boys."
Yeah, I hadn't watched Brett's video yet on his weathered Ecto. I'll probably watch that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I saw the video pop up.
Yeah. I know I'm behind on people's videos. I gotta do some catching
I've been
up.
behind myself.
Yeah, I've been
Totally.
swamped at work lately.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, the Ecto is such a good rig. I'm gonna be honest, I really, 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 really want one really bad, and it's taking everything in my power to sort of withhold for the current moment.
But your blue one's sort of like an Ecto anyway, no?
It is. I mean, it's similar in a lot of ways, but I'm gonna be honest. Like when I drove Exo Cage as Ecto, and that's before a few things he's done to it. It blew my comp rig out of the water.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I heard though, like better than the Ecto is because I know a few guys have done it. The what do you call it? Not the Enduro kit. They call it Kit 2. The Element Kit 2.
Mm-hmm.
They call it. And it's like that thing apparently for side hilling and everything. Like you want to say the guy's side hilling on it and everything is insane. Like so, it's because you can lower it, slow down. They give you all the shocks can be adjusted in so many different ways in it and everything.
Yeah.
Like, to lower the height ride and everything in it. It's called the Kit 2, not the Enduro kit. It's actually called. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone a minute. Hold on.
Well, see, my rig side hills really well. You know, and my rig's pretty good for the most part. I'm working on a couple things with it to get it just right, but I so want to just buy an Ecto and do a couple simple mods to it and just compete with that, to be honest. Like when I drove it, I was so impressed. So impressed. I have the Shade Tree. I have the Link Riser, that same Link Riser on my Trail Walker. And I'm not going to say it didn't make a difference. I don't think it made a huge difference, but I think it helped in you know, like going up steep stuff.
Trying to get
Green Kagan, I like that. Well, if I guess AZ Froggies and more doesn't chat, we worry about the Scorpions Hunt's outcome.
So they call it the Enduro Trail Truck Builders Kit 2.
Okay.
So that one, like the shock towers, whatever way they done it, you can actually raise and lower the height of it, the actual towers, without it messing with the actual spring, and you can change the shocks into different locations, like as well. So that one, the build off. Everybody is saying that is insane to build to build like an actual belly dragger off.
Yeah. But yeah, the Ecto with that rear, I was actually, what I couldn't believe is that rear trailing arm set up, how well it actually crawls with that. You know,
I'm trying to say they have like a side view of it, but they don't. I want to. Normally, you double tap on the photo, it'll open it bigger, but hence there's a freaking there's a picture of like a, what do you call it, like a magnifying glass with a plus sign in it. Maybe that's what you need to hit, like, to get it. But that's the actual kit. There, the Kit 2.
Okay.
So it's the Enduro Builders Kit 2.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
Yeah, it's only $250, something like that. So, because like think about it, like the other ones, the first thing you're going to do is you're probably going to change the electronics, and then you're going to change the tires as well, because you're probably going to get a set of like landmines or something for it. So if you only spend the $250 on that, then you can get your electronics, you can get everything else separate then too, like, you know. There's a story, dogs there from time to time. Months ago, encountered a Rottweiler and I ran to my car as fast as I could. I wouldn't blame you for that either.
See, Rottweiler, I would have stopped and played with it. I love Rottweilers.
Well, depends. Where he is, it's probably all wild dogs, though. Like, you know.
And Paul, you're correct. The Ecto definitely is hot right now, for good reason.
Yeah.
Um,
But as I said, that builder's kit too is like, because they had the original Enduro builder kit, and then they came out with the upgraded kit too, they call
Yeah.
it. And that's sort of based on like the Gatekeeper and the Acto and stuff.
Yeah.
Then, as I said, like you're going to buy the Acto, you're going to throw away the electronics, you're going to throw away the wheels and tires. So you buy the builder's kit for $250, gives you money to buy new landmines, gives you money to buy your electronics. Like that's still, so you're actually building it the way you want to build it, and then you just pick a body. Probably pick a, what do you call them? What do you call them? They're on every bloody comp rig.
Oh.
The
How about
Power Wagon.
well, the
Yeah,
one you talking about the one like I have, right? The one.
Oh,
that's
you've got the J Concepts. You've the Creeper
yeah, I've got
body.
a J Concepts version.
You've the Creeper, isn't it?
Yeah, the creep body.
Yeah, it's creep. But everybody just all you had to do is put one of them freaking. I just said it there. The Power Wagon.
Yeah, the Power
Power
Wagon.
Wagon body on the front of it.
But see, like I like the Ecto body. I mean, it's sort of like a creep body, I guess. you
Yeah,
know?
it is very similar, like the dovetail on it too.
Yeah, so I actually like that body a lot. So for me, I am still not big on, and I'm probably bad for this, but I'm not big on building rigs from the ground up. I would prefer to start with a kit and modify. That's just me.
But that's just probably because you haven't done too many of them. But the more of them you do, like the more you will get used to it and you'll like it, like So
and I, to a certain degree, I agree with you. I mean, my current comp rig was my first, if you want to call it ground up build, even though it really wasn't ground up because I literally took, one rig and took all the stuff off of it and put it onto the Predator chassis. So, I mean, it sort of was, sort of wasn't.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that. And part of it for me too is I'm impatient. Like if I get something new, I want to just go outside and play. I don't want to have to wait a week of putting it together or, all that kind of stuff. I want to.
Yeah. But the good thing about putting it together is like you put it together, so every screw's tight, everything's good, and then
Definitely understand that.
Yeah, and if anything goes wrong, you know how to get back at it and how to take it apart and how to go. So it is.
I definitely agree with you on that part. I totally get it, and it's also somebody said working on kits make it easier to know how to work on a rig. I see that. I also think Ready to Run is a good way for somebody new to learn how to work on a rig because you're going to break something.
Like, it is because they're going to learn to change tires and change electronics.
Yeah.
And then from there, though, like I definitely kits are the way to go if you want to save money. Like because you're going, as I said, you're going to end up like look. I have ESCs lying around everywhere. I have ESCs lying around. I've other electronics lying around because you end up taking the electronics out and putting what electronics you like and what electronics you don't like in the truck.
Yeah,
run it the way you like,
Tank, we should be on till another hour, 10 minutes roughly. I do agree that, I mean, for a true comp rig, probably a kit is the best way to go because there's a lot of stuff like a Ready to Run. There's a lot of stuff you don't need because most of your Ready to Runs, unlike the Ecto, most of them have all this extra stuff, wheel wells that you don't need, and big bulky receiver trays or stuff like that. So
that's it.
That you typically don't want on a comp rig. So I do agree that a kit, generally speaking, is probably the way to go.
Has somebody got something playing in the background?
I think that's my boy.
Oh, give it time. A kit is easy to assemble. Remember my words. You really don't need patience. You need proper tools and the way to build and the want to build something. Yeah. See the different like I get it for you guys in Florida and stuff because you don't really get winters. So like for us guys up here, half of it is because we have a winter, so
you got
it
something
gives
to
us
do.
something to do all winter.
Yeah,
You know, it gives you
absolutely.
projects.
I get that. I get that
So,
definitely.
so like
Um,
we guys are living where it's sunny and fucking 90 degrees all year round. You just want to get out and play, like, you know. So I
Yeah.
get it from that perspective as well. Like,
It fills in that void.
yeah.
I totally get it, and I don't. That's definitely something I don't think about on a regular basis. But it's a very good point. And Gabe, I will say this, Gabe, come back and talk to me when you can solder your own battery connections. Okay.
Oh, the gloves are off. The gloves are off.
Uh-oh.
Soldering's really easy. All you got to do is remember to tin it. Just tin it, and you're all good. You know?
Yeah.
Good solder, hot iron,
Yeah.
goes right
And
together.
I also get it too. Like Kurt's RC just said, um, I like to build more than I like to drive. And I know there's people that way. I mean, there's people that way in the real car world that they like to build their cars more than they like to, use them or whatever. And I get that. I guess I'm more of a driver myself, player. That's, just me. But
Yeah, that's
but
it.
the winter thing definitely makes a lot of sense. You want something to do as you in the winter when you can't go out and crawl or play with an RC. At least you got something around RC. It
Yeah.
makes total sense.
And I think that's why we like USTE as well, because it just splits up our winter. You know, so you've got like right at the end of February, you go down to Florida for a few days, get a bit of sunshine, take your trucks out that you've been spending the first
Yep.
couple of months of winter building, take them down there, have a bit of fun, and then go like so. But I get it. I probably would be out running a lot more if I lived in Florida or California or somewhere like So, because like the amount of hours I spend building half of these bloody things, and then you take it out and it rolls down a hill for 5 minutes.
All good, Gabe. All good.
Don't build a kit ever. I gave up soldering years ago. Soldering's easy, Gabe. But we'll all get together and we'll have a 101 class for soldering. So
Right. Paul says kits are not what they used to be. Then these ratty, cheap, I think it's supposed to be Traxxas cars came out, put together. Generally, though, thought as junk toys. Look at them now. People like them. Your RTRs have come a long way. And
yeah, we have like
last 5 years, really. Like
or
even last couple.
Since Traxxas came out with the TRX4 ready to run, then other people were like, "Oh, wait, look at we can put it." And then what actually changed it up, in my opinion, was the Redcat Gen 7 Pro. That thing, like, such an underrated rated truck. That thing, like, for what the price of it, for what that truck could do, it was amazing. Like, for a ready to run, what it could do for how cheap it was, and then it made the other manufacturers be like, "Hey, hang on, there's another player in the park here. Let's work on our stuff too." Like, which was good, So.
And then Redcat came out with a Gen 8, still very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Then they came out with the Gen 8 Axe that had the first ready to run that had a brushless system and a high dollar servo.
Had a cheater system in it. Had a system that wants to drive for you.
And then now you've got the Ecto's got a 5-slot motor in it. I mean, I mean, they just all of them. They just sort of keep up in the game, which it's no different in the real car world. That's what they've been doing for years. Somebody comes out 600 horsepower and then it's 650 and 700, and I mean, like it's crazy. Where the power is.
Yeah. Oh, and Badger Boy, one more stipulation to our thing. It's 1.55s only. No
1.55.
2.2s, no 1.9s. It's all 1.5.
Does he have any 1.55s?
I don't know.
Welcome, Tank.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
What are you doing, Tank?
I'm good.
So the straight axle 1.55, Badger Boy.
I decided to come in here to make sure that Sean doesn't tell you any stories or to set him straight, one or the other.
Okay.
One or the other, yeah, that's it.
All good.
How's everything, Tank?
Good.
What are you putting what do you call that one? The CCO2?
Yeah, that's a CCO2.
Yeah.
Going good right now. So.
That's when you started the live on the
Yeah.
other day, isn't it?
Nice.
So I'm going to do a couple things tonight while we're on, so the lives don't drag on as long. Like I'm going to build 3 shocks, and I'll leave 1 shock to build live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll put the servo saver on there, or debating of doing it. So I'll do some things in advance, so this live goes on quicker. But nobody wants to sit there live watching me put oil in 4 shocks.
Agree. Yeah, Paul, very good point that RTR really boosted RC. Trax has seen it 20 years ago. Now it's the norm.
Yeah.
Trax is at the top of their game. T-Max Slash. The RTRs have come a long way.
Yeah, I like so.
Well, to me, that's a way for people to get into the hobby. You buy an RTR,
Yeah.
and then you start building kits. So
Agree. I see it that way. I mean,
but like Sean was saying about the Ecto, it made complete sense. You buy an Ecto, and then you're going to upgrade it. And if
Yeah.
it's not your first truck, you are going to upgrade it right away. So you're upgrading the electronics, you're upgrading a lot of stuff. And what are you going to do with the other stuff? So you might as well buy the builder's kit.
Yeah.
I see that. I mean, I definitely see that. I mean, me, if I bought the Ecto, I think the only thing I'm changing right away is the ESC and the tires.
Okay.
Just because I have driven one, the 5-slot motor is pretty decent. Put it with a gear change. It's not as good as a Holmes Hobby Crawlmaster Sport, but it's still pretty good. I mean, motor and the servo. If you put the 1080 on there and bump the voltage up, it actually, for the weight of that truck, does pretty good. I mean, I'm sure at some point I would upgrade the servo just because some point, but to start off with, it's good enough to go tire change, ESC, up the voltage, go out and comp.
Yep.
Yeah.
And be competitive if you're a good enough driver.
I took my Range Rover out today with Chris from GCM Racing.
Oh, that's right. That event was today, wasn't it?
So
Nice.
How
So
was
it was
really, really, really not satisfied with it. Really a big SUCK. It really did not perform good.
because it's got top heavy. was
No,
it?
because the tires I had.
The tires.
Yeah.
What tires did you have on it?
Oh, they're Tamiya tires. They're supposed to be soft. They call it the super soft Tamiya tires because they were really small, and I
Yeah.
didn't have my my other tires with me, or did not have enough. I only had 2 of these, but Chris brought me 2 other ones. But these are very soft, and they're the Michelin Milestar from RC 4-wheel drive.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Anyways, these are friggin' nice. But I put the white wall on there.
yeah.
These are small, but they're 1.7 tires, but I put them on a 1.9 rim. But these are very soft, and that's what I needed. On the rocks, I was not getting any grip. So
Okay.
Chris was having way less trouble than me going up those hills. So hopefully once I put these on, I'll be a heck of a lot better. But
Yeah, because that's I used on that one. I used the RC 4-wheel drive. They're just really small Goodyear tires. So I used the really small Goodyear, and them things, man, they stick like glue.
Yeah,
Them little
they do.
Goodyear ones, they're like unreal. But it does give you good. One thing I love about the Range Rover, because of the weight of it and everything, it gives you really nice body when it comes down off something. It gives you really nice, realistic body roll and
Yes.
everything. Like, so it does,
I actually went too close to a cliff. I tried to go down and get back up, and then I rolled, and Mr. Bean in the truck went for a swim.
Oh, well,
So I broke the driver window. It did snap off. So
okay.
I am gonna have to do something with it. And water was inside. The carpet is all wet inside my
Yeah.
truck.
That's why my actual whole truck went for a swim. I had to run after the whole truck.
Okay.
But you can't. I think who is it? I think it's Club 5 Racing, or one of them actually has the other windows.
Okay.
I think somebody has them because you can actually get the window for the back that has the yellow, all the little lines for like.
Yeah, I saw a guy on the Facebook group, JSKL Facebook group. He says they're available. I have some available for sale. And he's also got the decals that says Range Rover.
Yeah.
So he's got those ready to go. So I got to contact him and ask him, okay, how much are they? And figure out Canadian to European, I guess. I don't know where he's from.
If you go on Club 5 Racing, you can get because mine used to have all the metal Range Rover decals.
Okay.
Club 5 Racing sells them too. And it's in their US factory. So from the US factory, you'll get them really quick too. Like,
cool.
So that they have all the because they're nice, the metal ones.
Well, I got so much money in that thing right now. I think I'll wait a little bit. But
I know it's crazy the money you can put into it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to work on my rat rod next. So tomorrow I might go to the next door neighbor and do some welding and brazing on there.
Nice. Yeah, I know because even that like that it looks so tiny and so small that LC70, but the money that went in that thing is like ridiculous.
Yep.
And the Range Rover, everything for the Range Rover is not cheap. Like the interior is expensive. Like, oh wow.
Well, just on the body with taxes and everything that I got it in with the interior and exterior, it's $250.
Yeah.
And I got $750 into the chassis.
Yeah.
And then another $100 and some odd on the electronics. Like it goes quick.
I know that it adds up before you know it. Like, that's why I like to buy them in parts, have all the parts, and then it doesn't seem like you spent that much. And then you look at all these boxes and you're like, wow, all of these boxes are just for this truck. It's like, okay.
You just fooling yourself on how much you spent.
Yeah, that's it. Like, instead of buying it all in one big bulk, like,
I only spent $30 the other day.
Yeah. It's the same as the ones I have sitting under my table. I'll do a live unboxing one of these nights of them. They're going to be part of my USTE build, but I've already spent money on upgrade parts and everything. Like, it's like ridiculous.
So Gabe has a question for us on the panel, and I think I know the answer. Well, it might be a tie. I don't know.
I'd say the tank by
who on the panel who has the most RCs.
I have 4. I have 5. Sorry.
Oh yeah. The 5 that the wife knows about. I would say it's tank. Then it would be
Dennis.
Trail crawlers.
I don't know. Green Frog is pretty close to me. Green Frog's got a whole bunch.
Yeah, well, we're talking about just us on the panel.
So it's definitely the tank, and then it would be trail crawlers, I'd say, and then it could be you, JM, and then me. Because I actually sold a lot of rigs, like all my TRX4s. So like all 6 of my TRX4s are gone. I don't own any single truck with portal axle. Anymore.
The ones I have in the box, not built, don't count, right?
Yeah.
If they're not drivable, I guess they don't count.
Yeah. So drivable, I only have about 15 or 16 drivable.
I'll see. Me and you are about tied.
Yeah. I have a couple still in boxes to be built. Right. So
okay.
I mean, and with that, I have 3 Evader chassis that are not quite rollers, but sort of are rollers in a way.
Yeah.
But I don't count those.
Yeah, see, I mean, I have a couple behind them shelves. I have a couple of chassis
Yeah.
all just sitting there too. Like so.
And I really bought those just to have extra parts for my original Evader. Really is the only reason I bought those. So.
Oh, yeah.
Because their parts are hard to come by. So when I find people selling like a whole rig or a box of parts, I just pick it up.
Kevin Gibbs said, but the BRX doesn't need any upgrades. You're right, Kevin. Like one of the best chassis I put together. It's like I would say the BRX-01 is the favorite chassis I've ever put together. And then you're all going to get shocked when I say this. The Vanquish VS410 Pro, probably the second best chassis put together.
So Gabe says, "Are you kidding me? Of course they count. You practically say it's an RC that's still on the oven."
So,
Paul says, "Not drivable technically as parts," and I agree with Paul on
yeah,
That's
I
true.
agree with that one. So.
And Green Frog says, "I think most of us have more RCs than we require, but less than we desire."
That is definitely true, Keegan. That is definitely true.
Yep. Well said.
Yeah. But I downsized a lot. Like I got rid of every one of my TRX4s. I got rid of all my Range Rovers, or not my Range Rovers, my Land Rovers, my Broncos, everything. So.
Paul, that's what he tells the missus anyway. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my stuff is up in the attic in boxes.
Oh yeah. You have
Yeah,
some
they're
in
all
the
in
attic.
storage bins. They're in cold storage.
And why is that? Why are they in the attic and now you're keeping them for later, or you're just gonna?
I'm in a small 2-bedroom apartment,
Ah,
and my room right now has 22 cars in it,
wow.
and everything else is in boxes because I don't have the room.
Yeah. So Beischer Boy is asking, so what was the tanks count and what was Dennis's count?
Last time I counted, I had 60.
Oh, you're right there with Basher Boy.
You said 60?
Yeah.
I got you beat.
I've heard this. Actually, I've heard this. That I didn't know this, but I heard that Dennis has got quite the collection of cars, and I didn't realize it. I know about the ones that we see in the background from time to time. So I was thinking you had 15, 16, something like that.
Close to 75.
How many?
75.
Just about 75 of them right now.
75. Okay. Cool.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
And trying to talk the wife into letting me get 2 more.
But you realize Tamiya's and Kyoshos don't really count. Right?
Okay. I have 10.
Kyosho's count.
Huh?
Kyosho's count.
Well, depends on what Kyosho. Right,
So I could drop my number if I don't count my 2 Hellboxing RCs, my cheap, under $100 ones. I could drop
they
2
don't
off my
count
list.
either. Yeah.
I've got the Kyosho Mini Zs. I've got
They don't count. They're not RCs. Kyosho Mini Cs. How do you count them? They're not RCs.
I like the way Paul thinks.
They're Matchbox toys.
I race them. They run on a
Easy Froggy said,
240,
hey now, Sean.
You can change a servo. You can change everything in them.
77 is a luckier number. I like the luckier.
Yeah.
My lucky number is going to be 80.
Mm.
Because if I get to 80, I'll be lucky if I don't get a divorce.
No Kyoshos and no Kyoshos and no Tamiyas allowed to be counted.
That's
I
funny.
could have 200 or 300 freaking RCs I just bought Tamiyas and Kyoshos. They're that cheap.
The way I got more is I was just telling my wife it's for my son. It's for Sebastian.
I can't get away with that because my kids just think I'm a freaking nerd. It's like, dude, way like no, it's way nerdish. Like, okay.
Yeah, I can't get away with that either because mine are both married and gone.
Yeah.
Brandon, I was born in 77, actually. So 77 is a good lucky number, I guess. Kurt, RC, my wife is looking at me like, you better not have that many RCs. People getting in trouble tonight.
Yeah.
Spicer boy stirring up trouble again.
Right?
I'm still trying to think of why the hell, like, it keeps staring at me every time. Why did I have the ESC with 2 power things in it? Like,
2 power thing?
yeah,
Yeah, you got 2 power leads on the.
2 power leads. Both separate too. Look. I'm trying to think of what I had. So you had this one here and this one here, and both.
Oh, that's
separate.
easy. That's easy. Instead of putting bullets, he put a connector on it to connect a motor.
No, they're actually from the factory, so they come right down in from the factory.
Okay, but where's your motor lead?
That's what he's saying is your motor,
Yeah.
your connection for your motor, you made it a.
No, you still have this to go into your
Yes,
ESC.
but the one that
but
goes
to
to
the
the motor, the one that goes to the motor, use an
Yeah.
EC5.
Oh, it could be. I just was trying to figure out why I have one with 2. Obviously, I don't use it because it just lying around like so.
Okay, how many other bare wires are on it? Is there any bare wires that are not any connectors?
2.
Show it again. Show me those bare wires.
So you have this black one.
Yeah, and is there a red one?
No, it's just a black one. So it's 1. It's totally
So-
weird.
So that other one probably goes to the motor. So instead of using bullets, they use an EC5 connector
Yeah. I don't even know what the hell it's out of.
or an EC3 connector, one or the other.
Yeah.
I've done that in the past. I've put Dean connectors to go to the motor, but it's just more expensive.
Yeah. I don't even know what the hell it's out of. Like, so.
The only thing you got to make sure if ever you do that, you got to make sure you don't put the 2 males. So usually on the ESC you put a male,
Yeah.
but going to the motor you got to make sure you put a female. So you
Okay,
don't
so-
ever mix up when you're putting it back together.
Yeah. Agree,
It
Paul.
just says, I was trying to see if there was anything wrote on it. It just says made in China, quality control passed.
It was probably made on a Friday.
Yeah.
So,
But I don't even know
so
I don't even know what the hell rig it was in or what it came out of or anything.
was it a used RC purchase rig that you purchased that maybe you took that out of?
Could be, maybe. I don't know. Because I have another one here, but at least this one says G-made at least.
Yeah.
If I load them now, because I'm actually going to take the Tamiya adapters off that.
If you have too many ESCs, send them to me. I'll recycle them.
Yeah. I don't even know what they're off like, so. I'm just going to take the Tamiya plugs off of this and put
Oh yeah.
XT60 connector on it.
I think I have a
You know
box
what?
of factory ESCs.
Oh man, am I out of shrink wrap?
But everybody's posting what year they were born. They're all kids.
1990, what? 90, 75, 81, what? 90? Spicer Boys 1990?
Oh really?
He's a youngin,
Friggin' spring chicken.
right?
My oldest daughter's older than him.
Yeah.
My youngest daughter's his age. That's bad.
He could be your son.
No, I don't need any more kids.
Look at that. Last night I was looking for cable ties, couldn't find them. I'm like, today when I'm not looking for them,
Then they show up. It's always the way.
Did you find them underneath the table?
What's that?
You find them under the table?
No, they were just in under something in one of the drawers. I don't think I have any bloody shrink wrap left there.
Oh, I got plenty of shrink wrap.
Man, I got it.
I got some. You need some?
I'm 84 for Brandon, but he's got a lot of broken parts.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, me and Kevin are about 6 months apart. I think he was 64. I'm 65.
Yeah, I think I remember that on one of the other streams we were discussing.
Not
that.
only just years we were born. I feel like we're on that age, though.
Yeah, I was born in 65 also.
Oh,
December 65, so the end of 65.
No.
I'm in April.
Well, you got me beat by miles. That's for sure. I'm 21 with 24 years of experience.
84, but with high mileage, right, Brandon?
Okay, 9 out of any shrink wrap. That's impossible.
Brad was very surprised when I showed him the oil, and it was red for the Tamiya kit, and it's only 200 weight, so I guess 20. So he goes, "What?" And he goes, "I had like purple or pink in his buggy, which is much heavier."
Yeah, that's a lot of my crawlers I used to use 30 with.
Yeah.
Some of them I used. There's one of them. What one? There's one of them I used 90 with, and
Okay.
then there's one of them. Which one is it? I think it's that one. I don't actually use any oil whatsoever.
Kevin, I've been running on the rims for years.
How can I not have shrink wrap?
Yeah, we got to be careful because parts are on back order for us.
Parts are on what?
Parts are on back order for me, Kevin, and Tank if we ever get hurt.
Yeah.
Well, several years ago, it's been quite a while. I actually had to go to orthopedic. I was having some knee issues. And they, did an MRI and different stuff, and he's telling me, what's up, and I was like, all right, what are you telling me? I don't know. He goes, when you take your car to the shop and your tires are really worn, and he goes, yeah, he goes, your knees are the tires. They're very worn. And I'm like, okay. Thanks for telling me something I understand.
Yeah, that's the same as me. That the doc says it's only a matter of time before I have to get the hip replaced. So
Oh yeah.
I try and just hold out as long as I can. That's why at the start of the year there, so I was out for like 3 months. Couldn't even bloody hardly walk. Yeah.
Gabe says he'll be 31 this October. Am I vintage now?
That still doesn't.
Not yet.
You're a young and wait till you get to your 40s.
Yeah, that still doesn't classify as vintage.
I don't remember 40s. 30s, 20s, 30s, yes, but 40s. Barely.
That was a blur.
Yeah, for me, I don't know why, but it's a blur.
See, I don't remember much. I don't remember much of my
guys on
30s.
Facebook be like, RC lot for sale, 2 red cats and a slash $1,000. Have holes burned through them and electronics taped on the wires.
That's about it.
Only thing to look to after 30 is Social Security and discounts at Denny's. And I really did not need to know this.
It sucks for me. There's no Danny's around me. It really sucks.
Yeah, there's none of them in Canada either.
Kevin Gibbs said, "Tell your wife to take it easy on you, Sean."
Huh?
Kevin Gibbs said, "Tell your wife to take it easy on you."
Oh yeah, that's it. The hips don't lie, huh?
I'm building shock, and I'm using my shock holder that I built.
That's cool.
You take an old Tamiya paint or any paint, and you put
Yeah,
clothespins on it, and it actually holds the shock pretty good.
yeah, not too bad.
That's
So-
cool.
I mean, it definitely does the job.
Oh yeah, it holds it.
I 3D printed me a shock holder that works pretty decent.
How can I not have shrink wrap? Oh, darn it.
It's actually like a 4-piece thing. You can take it apart and put it in a box or whatever, in a drawer or whatnot.
Okay.
Denny's corporate HG 20 minutes from me. Okay. So Gabe says, okay, then. So I'll be 31, still sporty looking. Clean title, original miles. Does that, that does it? Shade Tree, I agree. We didn't know how to respond after that. Green Frog. I was tabulating my underwear age.
What kind of plans you guys got for tomorrow?
Feeling like a villain, listening to some Bob Dylan.
You just rhyming there.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do some RC drag testing in the morning, particularly my DR10, but also my other one, my cheap build. Do some testing.
Did you change electronics on the DR10?
No, I'm still on stock electronics. I have a goal. Don't know if I'm going to get it, but I have a goal to try to get to 2.8 on stock electronics. I know that's a little, aggressive, so to speak. But I've gotten it to a 3.10.
Okay.
Where I've been. So actually, I just earlier today I threw the biggest gear opinion I have on it that I have on it, and I'm gonna see, and it's a good like 4 or 5 tooth jump. So we're gonna see if it clogs super bad or if I get anywhere with it. But I've already changed the spur and pinion, but I need to go down a little bit smaller on the spur still.
So actually, in looking for shrink wrap, I actually did just come across, because I got to do a sticker shout out. I got so many stickers came in that I've done. But for any that didn't know, Riffraff's RC, he actually got his channel got hacked and destroyed.
I did see that.
So if you go to Honolulu, or not Honolulu, go to Wayne Kibler's, he actually put a link to his new RC channel on it.
Yeah, I resubscribed to it.
Yeah, so somebody actually totally destroyed his YouTube channel. That sucks. Somebody puts work in and time in, and some a-hole just comes along and destroys it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do some testing in the morning, and then I'm actually going in the afternoon. Me and my son, I have an off-road rally car, more or less, or wannabe rally car, and it's getting some work done on it. So I'm going to check that out. And the guy's got to fit test me in the racing seat so he can mount it properly.
Okay, cool. Do you know what's a good show? Vinny has been watching Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Lost Tracks.
I've seen some of it, yes.
Dude, it's freaking a really great show, man. Some of the history and some of these old tracks.
Yep.
Lost and abandoned, thrown over.
So what about you, Dennis? You doing any crawling or anything tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm actually topping off a couple of batteries. I got a comp tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Got about an hour and 20-minute drive.
So what's the story, Dennis, with what's the story with the 25th? Is it completely cancelled, or have you a new location, or?
No, it's canceled. They're not issuing permits out to anybody for anything right now.
It sucks.
So, I mean, you can go there and you can crawl at your own risk, but I've been
Yeah.
avoiding it, trying to see who's going to get in trouble for what's been going on. But so,
That sucks, doesn't it? There's always some a-holes ruin it for everybody, isn't there?
I was there one day and somebody come pulling up on a side by side that was street legal. They had two X Maxes in the back, and they had a Losi B5 with the electric conversion strapped on the roof, and they were running them around the trails, jumping them into rocks, jumping across gaps, and
Yeah, see, like that place is not the place for them things. Like that place is a big public park where there's a lot of people in that park. Like.
oh yeah, I ran my Rift in there one day, and I only ran it one spot, and it's still there's not enough room for them.
Yeah.
But they insist on going in there. Now they're marking all the trails and putting banner tape up so you can't go off the trail now. If you're caught off the trail, you can get fined and kicked out.
That sucks. That sucks, huh?
Yeah. There's always got to be somebody to mess it up.
Yeah.
And then you make a post about it, and then you get a smart ass comes out of the woodwork says, well, it's not like we're running dirt bikes in there.
You might as well.
An
be,
X-Max ain't far off from a dirt bike when it
Yeah.
hits you, to be honest.
Yeah.
You might as well be in there with the four-wheeler because the X-Max is doing just as much damage as a four-wheeler's gonna.
Yeah. Totally.
You know, and Sean knows you jump across a couple of them open gaps down there. It's a 25-foot drop. You hit somebody in the head, you're not just going to hurt them, you're going to kill them.
Yeah.
These people just don't get it.
Yeah, an X-Max going at, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, it's going to do some damage.
Oh, yeah. Get hit in the head with it, snap your damn neck. Along with crushing your skull.
Yeah.
And, it's mostly these guys that all they do is back. They don't know what trail etiquette is, or even in the regular 1-to-1 world with the tread lightly law, they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's all about the me generation. Me. Don't care about anybody else. It's just me. As long as I can do my stuff, I don't care about anybody else. It's the me generation.
Exactly.
Kevin Gibbs, well said. Common sense is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden.
That's damn right.
Yeah.
What is Kevin Gibbs trying to say? I don't have common sense? We're talking about Willis.
Actually,
Common sense is a flower that you have to buy in a packet anymore. These kids, it's ridiculous.
yeah.
There's times you just want to grab the parents and just choke them because they didn't stick around home and knock some sense into their kid. They just hand them a video game and say, "I'll be back later. I got to go to work."
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on a crawl last Sunday with my TRX4 to a local state park, and it's the first time I had been to that park with an RC, and didn't know how it would be taken. And of course, I ran across people, and when I did, I drove it over to the side. I wasn't driving fast anyway, so it was TRX. I drove it over to the side. You know, if I needed to stop, I stopped, and actually nobody said anything or anything. You know, no problems. Brandon, he said Frank's garden didn't grow, and so that's pretty good, Brandon.
I met up with a few guys today from another group, and we seen people coming from behind us, and I just moved over and told those guys, you know, we got people coming. They're like, all right, moved over to the other side of the trail. They walk by, and they're first thing out of everybody's mouth every time they see it when they're walking through. Oh, those things are pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to. When you hear that, you don't have to sit there and try to show off. Just say, hey, thanks. Yeah, they are.
Well, it was like when we were at Stone Mountain for the Kibblers event. Sean was there. I mean, you know, it's another state park or whatever, and there was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people going up and down, like running and trailing, you know, like walking, all this kind of stuff. And I mean, we were doing our thing. They never bothered with us. And most of the time the people were stopping and asking questions, taking pictures. Of course, the kids were digging it, but even the adults were like asking tons of questions and stuff. And we just did our thing respectfully, and like, it was no issue.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great part of the hobby. It's relaxing for some of us.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a way to get other people involved and kids into it, you know, just with the crawlers and trail trucks in general.
Yep.
You know, not so much the bashing part. They want to bash, you know.
Yeah.
I like to bash, but there's a place and time for it.
Exactly. I've got 3 of them,
Yep.
and they haven't been out since I've been messing with these trucks. Bashing leads to breaking, and breaking leads to going broke because you're always buying parts.
So that's a good question. If you had to choose, what would you pick, a Next Max or a Losi LST double XL?
Probably the
X-Max.
X-Max.
Double XL.
The
Yeah,
double XL would be a better choice, I think, but because of what Losi is now, is for parts and availability and all that, I would have to choose the X-Max because Losi is not what it used to be when it used to be by Losi by itself. Since they've been bought out, it's completely changed. But to me, the Losi was a better machine. It's an older technology, but I would have to go with the X-Max just for service and parts availability and upgrades. X-Max for me.
And it's a lot. Yeah, the parts are a lot cheaper to replace as well. Like,
Yep.
Traxxas.
So I don't know much about that particular Losi vehicle, to be honest. I don't even know what it looks like. Okay. So for me, I'm choosing X-Max, and the biggest reason is, one, I have a Traxxas Max, which is the little brother to the X-Max, and that thing's a beast. And of course, I've seen X-Max in use. They have an X-Max bash here in my town yearly, and just to see what those things go through and take.
Yeah, they're crazy what they go through. Like,
Yeah.
But maybe now Losi will not discontinue parts as fast as they used to. Maybe.
Hello, RC. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Who's that? Oh, hello, RC. Yeah, I think they're very close to. They're very close to Brent over at Adventure Time RC.
Mm-hmm.
I know he does a few things with them. They're actually funny if you go and watch their channel. It's like a husband and wife. And they do some really cool comparisons. They were doing one there with I think it was the Vanquish and the Ecto. They had the 2 of them running. So the wife would run the Vanquish, they would run the Ecto, and then they would reverse the opposite way around to see who done the best with them. Like, so they have a really good channel. Go check them out if you haven't checked them out. So.
Cool. Yeah, I saw a couple of their videos from well, first I saw Brent's video, obviously when he went and visited them or whatever,
Yeah.
and so then I've seen some of their videos since.
They do have good videos.
Az Froggy, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in.
Later, easy.
Here. Okay, I'll
Listen,
need to get going. I wish that YouTube would bring this thing back. Remember they used to have the dots, and in the chat you could hit the dot beside somebody's name, and it would bring you right to their channel.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
should bring that back. Like you're right, there used to be 3 little dots.
That would be nice though. Like
Yeah. It was a good way for everybody in the chat to like interact with each other's channels. Then, like
Yeah.
you know, you didn't have to try and remember somebody's channel and go and type it in and
yeah,
go. So
that would be awesome.
yeah, it used to be a feature. So. And then they done away with it when they started doing the like you need 1,000 subscribers to like go live and all of that stuff. So
Yeah, you know, technically my YouTube account's been around since before the requirements for
yeah.
money. But when I created my YouTube account, I didn't create it like I created it strictly so I could upload a video and share it to a friend or to a forum.
Yeah, same thing here.
Especially around real cars is what it was mostly for. So I never bothered like really setting up the account, like, getting it to, potentially make money or anything. Obviously thinking back, it's like, hey, I probably should have done it. I'd already be, but not a big deal. It's not that
Mine was set up. Yeah, I think I set mine up like 2015 or 2016 or something, but it was mainly just a comment on people's videos that I've been watching a lot, like
Yeah.
And then I think it was the end of 2018, start 2019 or something, when I posted up my own video, my first own video. So.
Yeah, I think 2006 is when I created my YouTube account.
Yeah.
So like I said, it was strictly just to be able to upload a video and share it to message forums.
Only low C I have. Well, I never had a low C until yesterday. And I got my low C yesterday. I originally went to get a neck though. And
I just hope HPI comes back and does more stuff because they're Savage. To me, I like the Savage a heck of a lot more than the X-Max.
Yeah, there's a lot of HPI stuff popping up lately. Like, a lot of bodies popping up lately. Some parts.
Because I have the XL body on mine. Okay.
I still want a low CLMT. I was actually going to buy one of them yesterday, and then I was like, will I use it that much? Don't know.
I wouldn't mind an LMT.
Yeah.
I bought the original Savage 21 when they first came out, and I've still got all the original parts even after I did all the upgrades on it. Chassis, arms, shocks, motor. I've got everything. I could build another truck out of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there used to be a lot.
I agree with you, Brian.
There used to be a lot of good forums, but then the Arma fanboys and the Traxxas fanboys started ruining the forums. Like, just like you couldn't say anything without them all jumping. It's like, dude, get a life. It's a forum that we're expressing our opinion, Just crazy.
The worst place to get technical problems or issue is Facebook.
Yeah.
People are so mean there and like, don't you read other comments? Don't you read this? Don't you read that? And like,
it's not easy to search Facebook for.
No, it's not easy to search a group.
It's not.
Like keyboard warriors, that's the problem. A lot of keyboard tough guys.
Yeah.
The low-say laser nut is durable. It should have advanced them. They go 4S. It's the insane, my opinion. More plenty of power on 3S. No need for 4S.
You always need more power. Paul said he had a Savage Nitro back in the day. What a beast.
Yep.
My brother's got two Rival, the Rival from Team Associated, Rival Monster Truck. That thing is nice, and he's got two of them. He's got an electric one and a nitro one. So I told him I wanted to borrow it because I want to start doing some videos.
Hello, RC said, I've had to rebuild all my diffs on the laser nut.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But loves it, though.
Love it, though.
Yep.
Yeah. I know when they first came out, they had an issue with the back wheel or something, didn't they? They had an issue with the back wheel coming off or falling off or something.
Yeah, the Rival MT, yes.
No, I can't. I don't have. What do you call it? I don't have.
Nitro is one thing I've never messed with in RCs. I've always wanted to, and I never have, and probably never will at this point. But
At this point, like nitros used to be a lot of fun. Like if you know, the biggest thing is knowing how to tune them and knowing what the weather is, the temperature is, to tune them right for that. Like a lot of people don't know how to tune them, and you hear them running, and they're like running so rich and running, and then they're always having problems with them. Like and they're like, oh well, nitro sucks, nitro sucks. But it doesn't. It's like anything. You got to learn how to tune it and go. Like I started out on nitro stuff, and then batteries started coming in, and you were getting just as much power out of a battery as you were out of the nitros. And
Yeah, and that's why Losi has that. They have one, but it's a gas one. It's a big one, but it's a gas one.
The BXL.
Yeah, that one is nice because it's gas, but it's friggin' expensive here in Canada.
Yeah.
And I would agree with Paul here. Lipo killed the Nitro.
Yeah, it did. Like, cause you were getting as much power, if not more power, out of the batteries as you were the nitro. And then there's still a lot of nitros where I live. Like, there's still a lot of nitros because like 10 minutes from my house is like all three of them are in the same shop. So you've got King Motor, Rovin, and what do you call the guys that make the Raminator? What the hell is their company?
Primal RC.
Primal.
Yeah, Primal. So it's Primal, Rovin, and King RC are all the same shop. Like, so they're only 10 minutes from my house. You go into the shop and one wall is all Rovin, the other side of the wall is all like the King RC, and then you have the Primal stuff too. Then.
Oh, yeah.
And you wouldn't even know it's just like a little glass door. Like you wouldn't even think there's an RC shop in the place. Like I believe the wheel nuts weren't yeah, it was something to do with the wheel nuts, Keegan, you're right. It was. A lot of people don't realize that. So where I am, there's still a lot of nitro and a lot of gas cars. Like so, although they were doing they just came out with a battery operated Raminator, and that thing is freaking quick. A Raminator running on batteries.
Altered RC, you are correct. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, around here they're starting to get far and few between. It's getting harder to find nitro fuel here, and
yeah,
a lot of people don't like the noise.
Well, that's the problem I have. Not just the noise in them. Like people used to be complaining, and it just sounds like a load of dirt bikes coming flying through the place. Like people be complaining. So,
like I remember going to an off-road race track they used to have, and mostly watch. I would play around a little bit with my Evader, but I'd watch the four-wheel drive buggy nitros. They're running their races and they're stopping one or two times a race to fuel up.
yeah.
And then the electrics come out and they're putting a 2S lipo in there and they're running same amount of laps with no issues, and it's like it's sort of a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It is. But there's something about when you go to a track still though, and you just hear all them nitros like ripping. You still just stand there and admire the sound of them all, like There's
It's
one
fine.
track.
This. Don't stay in Caronville like all y'all.
It's like there's one place up beside me, a barn place, and it only opens like a couple of months of the year, and just all nitro racing in it. But it's a weird place. It only opens on days of racing, so you can't go like. So it'd only be like a Saturday and Sunday. There's racing. It's the only days it opens. Even like it's weird. But
Well,
it's a really cool place. If they opened it most of the year round, like they would do really well. Like.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta
All right.
start getting everything packed up. I got an hour and 20-minute drive tomorrow morning. I gotta pick somebody up too. So
have fun out there.
Dennis,
Good luck.
have
Good.
fun.
Have fun.
I'm gonna try not to break anything.
There you go.
Yeah.
Running my UGRC truck, so
If you break
Fingers
it, we'll have
crossed.
fun fixing it.
Yeah, that's it. If it breaks, it breaks.
Something to do.
I don't want to break the chassis because I can't get one yet.
Okay.
My
So-
first nitro was
All
a
right, guys,
Cox
we'll see you.
Take it easy, man.
049 skimmer. I don't know what that one is. He's a legend. I'm not sure what platform he used. I don't know who's this. Most people don't know Tim Smith hit 200 mile an hour in the 90s with a drag rail. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so Gabe gave good mention. So for anybody that wasn't here earlier, we did change the name to the Saturday night live stream. And the reason for that is we were working on a logo and realized, thanks to Kagan, Green Frog RC, that the Let's Talk RC was actually being used actually by a couple different
Oh yeah.
places. So we've changed the name to RC Conference Live. And thanks to Kagan, which seems to be the popular guy to make logos for everybody because he does a great
Yeah.
job.
He does a good job at them. That's why.
Yes. So actually, all three of us that are sitting here on this panel right now, he's made a logo for.
Yeah.
So
Give me a
so
mic.
Kagan
Yeah.
does a great job with that. Thanks again for the help. So going forward, we will be RC Conference Live and did verify it wasn't being used. So
Yeah,
Cool.
cool stuff.
and next Saturday, it is a holiday weekend. So don't know how many people will be traveling or not with everything going on, but we're going to have a trivia night. So Gabe has been working on some new questions for RCs. And we plan to the end of the show next Saturday, the last couple questions, one or two questions will actually mean something, meaning the person that gets it right or gets the most right, depending on how many we come up with, will get a goodie bag. Probably have logo we're working on stickers for.
It'll have an RC Buys Your Boys honcho. Being a prize. I'll be first place giveaway. Second place will be his Glamosphere.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna plan to have the new sticker for RC Conference Live. So whoever wins will get the very first sticker
Cool.
for this, plus probably some RC Basher Boy stickers, some JMH RC stickers, and I think I'm going to be 3D printing a couple items as well. That
Barbecue said, I noticed there was a name change. I was wondering if there was a dress code now.
Yep, shirt and ties now.
Yeah, who's going to tell Tony to wear a tie? Green Frog said, happy to help.
Cool.
Yeah,
Kagan did awesome with that. So
yeah, he did.
yeah, I'm gonna 3D print a couple things I think as well to throw in a goodie bag for whoever wins.
But he
cool.
guarantee it won't be me anyway, because I suck at them trivia things.
And there may be
Band, yeah.
Yeah, Easy Froggy's probably going to win it all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's banned. He's not allowed to play.
Well, there may be a couple. I'm not saying these will be for the prize, so to speak, but there may be some sound items for trivia as well, like where we play a sound
Oh yeah.
And see who can guess what that sound is. which
Now
I
from the sounds of the oceans.
um, so should be a fun fun night. Trivia was fun last time, so
Cool.
I must have missed the last trivia night. I can't remember.
yeah, it's been. I guess it hadn't been that long ago, but it's probably been a month and a half.
Yeah.
We had a lot of questions. I think we had like 24, 25 questions, something like that.
Okay.
Last time. And I mean, some of them were easy ones, but I didn't know them. But I mean, technically easy ones. So I know Gabe's stepping up his game. Gabe's the question designer when it comes to trivia. So he's stepping up his game.
So one of the questions will be, what is the tank's Porsche? I don't really want to give us questions.
I may know the answer to that one.
What model number is the tank's Porsche yet?
Yeah,
I won't know that.
Yeah. Did you build that Ferrari tank? I see the box behind you. Did you build that?
No, that was an expert built.
Oh, okay.
And let me tell you, never again will I buy an expert built.
No.
It's not worth it. Better to build it yourself and put the proper things on there, put the proper bearings, and
Yeah.
Kevin, make everyone a wrench so we can time each other out.
Yeah. Everybody fighting the time. You're timed out. You're timed out. Who can answer the question first?
Where'd that question go? There was a question here I wanted to highlight, and I don't see it now.
I will take Bob's 31-year-old underwear ripping for.
That's the one I wanted to highlight, and I don't see it on my
ripping
in my
for
section. I
5,000.
highlighted it. It's actually the one I was looking for, but I see it. I see it on YouTube, but I don't see it in StreamYard.
Yeah. Some shade tree. What time is it? Wow, it's near 11 already. Time flies when you're having fun. Huh? There was a nice crowd in tonight.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna. Oh my god.
okay.
We're getting into the YMCA stuff here now.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna 3D print a thumb controller adapter for a remote. So anybody needs to one hand RC have the
a price.
Yeah, be one of the things that will be go into the bag, and then also probably
if you want a one-hand remote control, buy a FlySky GT5. That thing is so designed where you just one-hand it, no problem whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard that many times. I like my GT3C. I can do.
Yeah.
I have actually. So this is an extra one. This is an adapter for my GT3C. It goes on there, replaces the stock piece, and I can get it really easy.
Yeah, not like the bloody Spectrums. Like there's one of Gabriel's. There's one.
Talking about the one that he loves.
There's one of Gabriel's most favorite.
Yeah,
ones.
This is his absolute favorite remote.
Yeah, the SX.
All the ones that we can find. We should.
Yeah, the SX10 We should send that to Gabriel. But look at big and bulky that thing. It's like ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
Crazy that thing.
But I may also print one of these pinion holders too, pinion gear holders.
Oh, to hold your pinions.
Yeah, and throw in there. So
that's cool because my pinions all lie all over the place.
I haven't
Gabriel,
worried about.
this is to you. I think everybody that has this remote needs to send it to RC Bicer Boy.
I like that.
So
I
we should
think
all
that's a good
send it to
idea.
Bicer Boy.
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
I can definitely get down with that. In fact, if you want to send them to me, I believe I'm the last one that's going to have the granite, and I'll
Oh,
be
we
the
can
one
send them
sending
all
it
back
to
to
them.
that. Send them all back with the
Yeah,
Who
and,
has it now? It went to Wayne and Honolulu, correct? I think.
Yeah,
is
that's
it?
where it should be going now, I believe.
Oh, no, yeah.
that would be cool because if it goes back to you, you put all the remotes in there, and when he opens the box, the granite is not in there, but it's full of those remotes.
Yeah, just filled with these things. Ridiculous.
He says, if you send those remotes, I promise you I will destroy them all.
Yeah. They need destroyed. Although the one for the thing doesn't look much better though. This one doesn't look much better. The DX2E. This thing doesn't look that much better either.
Yeah. But it's a protocol that it uses that's much better.
Yeah, those are the 2E. But they're just so big and bulky. It's ridiculous. Like, you know.
I like it, Altered RC. I like it. I'm down to do it.
I should open the instruction manual for this because I don't know what all these buttons are on top. There's a lot of buttons on top of this thing.
Yeah.
But, like, they don't even have a label on them or a number. There's nothing on them. So I don't even know if they are buttons. Are they that piece? Because I know with this one, you can do the camera. You can clip a camera mount onto
Yeah.
it. So I don't know if that's what they're for or are they actual buttons.
Hmm.
I don't know, like, because you have the buttons. So you have the buttons here, like you have your trim buttons and all here, and then this one is for the what do you call it, the ABC or whatever.
I have no idea what they're for.
Yeah, so this one you can set the rate to the ABC, and then this one's your steering trim and your throttle trim, and then you have a bind button. So I don't know what these things are. I don't know if these are like to reverse your channels or something, or are they just for that holder thing? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm probably gonna have to open the instruction manual and see.
Guru, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the last person that should try to help you with if you're having issues with your 3D printer. I'm very much a noob, and I got very lucky that my 3D printer was handed down from my best friend to me, and he had already set it up, spent the tons of time getting it, settings right and everything. And literally, I just print stuff out that I find online. So I know very little about getting them to operate right. I am definitely not the right person for it. But I do think that I can't remember if it's AZ or who it is or somebody that's usually on the chat that I know deals with 3D printers.
Gabriel said it doesn't look better, but that's a true spectrum. Yeah, because it doesn't look much better. It still looks freaking. I don't know. I just don't understand why they have to be so freaking bulky. Like why?
Yeah.
Like what's the reason for it to be so bulky?
Yeah, I don't like the way they're bulky on the bottom too. Like the batteries go. Like
It's like crazy. Like
yeah.
they're even trying to try. Well, you can get your thumb on it, all right, but it's still just a little awkward. Like
Yeah. See, I like the Traxxas TQI remote.
No, Traxxas put theirs. Their things are way up the front. So, like trying to reach that with one hand is crazy.
I don't have
The Traxxas.
maybe it's my size of my hand, but I was running my TRX4 last Sunday on the trail. I like the TQI remote because it's got the built-in cruise control. So when I'm on a trail like that, I put it on cruise control, and if it gets too far ahead of me, I turn the knob, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can actually, I guess my thumb's long enough, I can actually steer it. But even if I couldn't, there's that one 3D adapter that printer piece I can put on there, and it gives you plenty of room to do it. But I like the TQI remote. I get really because of the cruise control, and I guess because you got second gear, first gear.
A lot of scale guys here. I finally got the Johnny Quest figures. What Land Rover hard body was Johnny Quest?
In that cartoon.
Wasn't the Range Rover, Kevin? Good trivia question, Kevin. Chandra's Adventures. What matters is that you're able to bind that receiver to a higher end remote. The S2 tax code, and it doesn't bind anything because I actually have a nice another nice Spectrum receiver around there somewhere, and that stupid X2 wouldn't even bind to it at all. Like, freaking crazy.
I don't know the answer to that question, Kevin Gibbs. Sorry, I don't know if anybody else here does, but I do not.
I have no idea.
I've been interested in trying a Radio Link radio. I've heard some good things about them.
Yeah, they're okay. I use them all the time.
Yeah.
I got the 6 channel and the 4 channel.
Yeah, they have so many. They have so many of the the 6 channel, 8 channel, 4 channel.
Yep.
So it was the Land Rover, it was the D90. It was the D90 Johnny Quest had, but it was the original, the old D90.
I mean, my GT3C radio I really love. In fact, I want to get a second one.
So here's the Johnny Quest D90.
Let me make you.
Let me get my phone. So that's his. It's the old school D90.
Okay.
And then he also had this one. He had that one as well. That's the two Land Rovers he had. So this one was like the RC 4-wheel drive D90.
It looks the same as the other one, but with a hard top.
Yeah, but that one, it has the black the windows blanked in. Well, it's a different front end on them. So,
okay.
So the first original one, the grill sits back in. The headlights sit out forward. And the grill sits in on them. On the first D90, and then the rest of the D90s, the grill is out flush with the lights. Like so.
I've been hearing good things about the FlySky Noble as well.
Yeah, Noble is very fast. It's a very good radio. It's expensive, but it is you do get your money's worth. And there's so many settings on it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about it for RC drag racing, particularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can charge your freaking phone off it and everything.
So when I get a little bit further into the RC drag racing, some point I will probably upgrade to one of those nicer radios like that. So you can do stages through the radio to bring in the power and try to keep traction. So, but all right, we've passed the 2-hour mark, and decent. Oh, I didn't know that Futaba owned FlySky. Didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't know that myself.
Did they just buy it, or I don't think it was like that all the time.
Let me see what I can. I'm gonna do a quick search real quick.
Yeah, Gurus. I love my GT5. There's one I'm sitting over there in front of the TV, and you can put up to 20 RCs on it, which is pretty cool. And it's so small and comfortable in your hand, and the whole screen, the menu on it is great to use. Just everything's right there in front of you, just lit up. Hi, Wes Boy says GT5 as well. Everyone have a great rest of your weekend. You too, barbecue. Have a good one. No more snakes, barbecue. he posted a photo the other day. He came across a snake.
Oh, yeah?
So
Yeah, have a good one, Altered RC. Yeah, I can't quite find any information to verify the Taba thing.
That'd be a good question for your trivia night.
Right? Hey, there you go.
If it's
Gabe,
Yeah.
take that down.
Yeah. Is Gabe still here, or did he disappear?
but you gotta validate or make sure you do find the answer.
Yeah.
Just because you heard it on YouTube doesn't mean it's true.
Right. Yeah, Gabe's still here.
Yeah.
Kevin Gibbs, take it easy. Thanks for being here.
I own the Spectrum DX4S, DX4R, DX6R, 3 remotes for my entire RC collection. Yeah, so I have the Spectrum DX7. I have the Spectrum. Not the DX2E. I have that stupid 2. What is that actually called? The STX2, which is like, honestly, probably the worst radio ever invented. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what they were thinking when they came out with this thing.
They wanted to have a radio that was cheap and affordable to give with the RCs. That's what they wanted.
Yeah, it's awful though. It is a really awful one. So I think we should all send him a game.
Like I said, I'm down. I'll be sending the Granite back to him, so I can gladly fill that box up.
Yeah. And then what other do I have? That's all I have for Spectrum. Then I've got a load of Traxxas TQIs. I've got FlySky GT2E, which is the exact same as a Red Cat controller. If you put the two on beside each other, the exact same controller. So if you want the FlySky,
I have a few of the Red Cat ones.
I have a Futaba Crystal radio.
so here's a FlySky GT2, and there goes that. Here's the Red Cat.
Yep.
And here's the tops of both.
Yep.
Like both of them are exact same remote control, like so. Same buttons, same everything on the two of them. Same size. Actually, when this one broke, or it actually was the Red Cat one broke the trigger, I actually took it out of this one. I took the trigger out of this one and put it into this one.
Nice.
So the triggers fit and everything. I have a load of remotes that I don't ever use. A lot of Traxxas TQIs lying around there. I should probably just put them all on Facebook and sell them or something. So
I have 2 TQI remotes, and one for my TRX4 and one for my Max, and I plan to keep both of those on those remotes.
yeah, I have one of them over there, TQ. It's actually called Brad. Because it's whenever I know what the Tamiya Tundra is on that controller. As soon as I see Brad written on the controller, I know it's the only Tamiya I have.
Nice.
Maybe that's what I should name my CCO2. Get a license plate called Brad and just put Brad on it.
Yeah, just have Brad on the license plate. So,
Nice.
yeah, that's what my controller just says Brad on the controller. Then I know that's for the Tamiya.
Okay.
Paul was asking if we remember No Mattio. I don't know what that is.
Mario, no.
I have no clue what that is, Paul.
Me neither.
They just wanted to piss me off, and they did. STX2 is not welcome. I think my Wraith 1.9 came with that radio. I think some of them came, yeah. Well, a few of the buy shows all came with this thing, because that's why it even had the, like, on the top of it, it has the 50, 75, and the 100.
Yeah, I think that's what my 6x6 came with.
Axial 6x6 came with this thing.
I think.
Yeah.
I built the
I don't know
4
why.
shocks. I built the 4 shocks. I didn't bother keeping one for the life.
Oh, you didn't end up building all 4 of them.
I'll just talk about it.
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they done away with the tactic, because the tactic I actually liked.
Was it? I have to look. It's upstairs. I have to look now. I feel like it was shaped like that. So
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
No, but they did do away with the tactic remotes, like. So, but the old tactic remotes, I actually like them.
Okay.
I know, like so.
I have one of the old tactic remotes. That's what's on. Actually, my Vader currently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But actually, my bomber actually is still on the tactic. My bomber runs on the tactic.
So we're gonna get ready and close out for the night, and we'll be back next Saturday with trivia night, and we do plan to give away a goodie bag with some stuff to a winner at the end of the night. So if y'all are available, stop in. We should have some good questions that Gabe's been working on, and Sean, you got anything you want to say before we close out?
No, just thanks very much for the invite, and I'll try and stop in whenever I can. I know a lot of time I'm always on the chat because Saturday nights I'm normally just doing stuff, but I will try and stop in a lot more often, show some support and love.
Appreciate it. Definitely. Tank, you got anything you want to say to people that are left?
Go outside and go have some fun. Charge up some batteries and go out there and break something.
That's right. Hey, JMRC, thanks for stopping in. And again, thanks for everybody for the support. We appreciate it. Good night. Some good stuff going on in the chat. And remember, if you have any of these STX2 remotes, get in touch with me so we can send them to Gabe because that's his favorite remote. So get in touch with me and we can make that happen for him. And everybody have a great night, and we'll see y'all next Saturday.
Yeah.